that, so I'm going to be giving you all that information. Get this, you see this, look pretty, because go to asset protection. And don't pressurize your parents. If the time comes, it will come. But 20, which is a lot for me to check. The one, the only Rotaract Club. Can you see it? And fall in love. But it's not the winter time. Yashika. It got better up in the summertime. Pressure to tell me so much war. Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Mariam Singani. However, you can call me Mishi Yamamam, and I am back with yet another academically informational video that is going to benefit all those A-level students who want to be prospectives at the University of Zimbabwe. Basically, it's going to be informing you on the academic, social, economic, and political aspects of being a student at the UZ. Now, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Before you get enrolled to the University of Zimbabwe in your academic journey, you have to apply, and you can do this online and also physically. It's required that you do these processes twice, both online and physically. Now, if you are in Harare and also the surrounding outskirts which are nearby, you can afford to come to the campus, which is at Mount Pleasant, and apply. But for those who are further away, sometimes the team right here, the administration team at University of Zimbabwe, then takes the initiative to come to your city, be it Bulawayo, Gweru, Beitbridge, you name it. You always have to keep an eye for that. Understood? And moving on, after you have been given a place, you have to put a deposit. You have to pay a deposit. I remember ours was $400. But also when you're applying, apply for programs that can get you enrolled, because you can't aim higher when maybe law requires you to have 15 points and you have got 14. You can't take chances with that. So always reach within your means with the results that you have. Moving on, once you're already enrolled into the institution, you guys are going to have an orientation where you are taught about the life here on campus, what to expect socially, economically. But hey, I'm here for that, so I'm going to be giving you all that information. I also urge you, kuti ukazoita, you've paid your fees and everything is okay, please, if you can, come and get this. You see this? This is a student ID, because when the part 2s, the part 3s, and the part 4s come back, they're also required to get yet another one of these for that particular semester. And mind you, we have a semester system where we have 2 terms within our academic year. And in the Australian countries and also other countries, you find out kuti manema trimester, meaning they've got 3 terms. But here at the University of Zimbabwe, and most universities here in Zimbabwe, on MSU, CAD, Bindura, Grey Zimbabwe, we have the semester system. So this also goes for those vanenge vari kunze kwenyika and really don't understand how this goes. But like I said, get yourself one of these as soon as you can, because the hassle for it, and also please look pretty, because I don't like this photo, to be honest. I do not like this photo. If I could, I would change it, but Ndoi no Zungo got anywhere from part 1 until part 4. So do get yourself an ID. It's going to be really beneficial for you, because you can't go sit for an exam without the ID. You cannot enter the library without a valid ID. So please get your ID, okay? And while we are on the issue of having an ID, you have to know that it's important for you to access the library. And if you're on campus, it's better for you. You can access the portal. And if you are off campus, there's also off-campus access. And what's really nice about the library online access is that you can get access to the journals and books that you don't have to pay for it. Basically, they're already paid for you. For those who are in the Faculty of Social and Behavioral Sciences, there's specific ones that you can use, like JSTOR. I can go on and on. For sciences, medicine, it's the same. So it's important to get yourself well versed with the library on-campus access for the online and the off-campus access, and have a university email. Most people forget that it's really important when you're doing IDSB, which is the first course as a part 1. Please do listen attentively and get your things right in order, because it's really important. And physically, you can also go and borrow books from the library, and you get them sent stamped at the front desk, and you bring them back when you're done with them, especially when they're still within the time limit. If you fail to return the book, you will have to buy it. Right now I'm in a dilemma. I returned the book, but they say I didn't, so I'm trying to figure what to do with that situation. And also, if you submit the books late, best believe you're going to pay a fine of $5. Yeah, a fine of $5. And also, if you have a laptop, for instance, right, if you have a laptop, you have to go to asset protection, and then they will register your laptop for you so that you can enter the library with it. And if in any case it gets stolen and the thief is within the campus and they use it and they want to access the library, they can get caught. You can retrieve your gadget. So it's also really important to get your laptop registered at the what do you call this, the asset protection. Understood? Yeah. Now when it comes to the library, the physical one, we have so many libraries. There's the education library, the library that you find at the computer science. We also have the main library, which is opposite the Great Hall. It's at your disposal if you do have an ID, and if you do not have a computer, a laptop, best believe that there's a 24-hour center where there are computers, and also upstairs there are 4 floors, if I'm not mistaken, within the library. So you don't have to fret and stress your parents out quickly and laptop and what. Some of us have been using phones for the longest time and we have paused. So don't pressurize your parents. If the time comes, it will come. But you must know that the University of Zimbabwe does require everyone to have a laptop, but it also caters for those who do not yet have laptops as of yet. Most people usually say university is easy, some university is hard, but I think it's fair. It depends on your attitude. When you want to get a first-class degree at the end of your academic journey right here at the University of Zimbabwe, you might as well start at part 1. Now, your degree level will be determined by how you do your work, your schoolwork, of course, because 50% is compromise, your 100% compromises of 50% coursework and also 50% of what you get in the exam. Now, if you do well, the final grade for whatever course that you would have registered and did, 1, it's a distinction. 2-1, it's the second grade. You can say it's a B. 2-2 is a C, and then Chishiri, which is a 3. We can consider it a D. But if you get a fail, best believe that you're going to pay $50 and redo that course, because if you do not redo it, then it means you are not going to graduate. You understand? You have to pass every course, and it's not easy to fail at university. That's what I can tell you. If you have group assignments, make sure that you participate and you also understand what you're learning, because if you always rely on other people to do the work for you, what kind of a person are you going to be? Because at the end of the day, the main goal for you to come to university is to be trained as a professional for a certain industry, or if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a HR manager, if you want to be an accountant, if you want to be a lawyer. So if you're not going to be doing the work here at university, then meaning everyone has to do their own part. Comes to the registration of your modules, all you have to do is to sign in to Imhari, log in rather to Imhari, and this side dark blue, that's where you come through and you go to registration, and then it shows you the modules that are on offer, and you have to confirm with your faculty which ones you're going to do. Usually for the faculty of social and behavioral sciences, to my knowledge, we usually do 6 to 7 modules within one block. We have a block system where you learn 3 weeks in a semester, 3 weeks, and then you write exams on the 4th one until the semester ends. So you have to register for you to write exams and to also get your marks put on the portal, which is the Imhari portal. You have to proceed with registration, but you cannot register if you haven't paid your fees. So please pay your fees and also register. On that note, sometimes if it's the second semester, of course, you're given a chance to pay maybe half, if not a quarter of your fees, to allow you to register. But the results will be withheld at the end of the semester, when the results have to come out to show you whether you're proceeding to the next level or you have to carry some courses, which you have to pay for $50 if you're going to carry a course. Carrying a course essentially means kutiwaka foira, and you have to repeat that. That's what it means. Get in with the terminology, okay? Now, most of us live far away from home, maybe in another city, in a further away town. So obviously there is a need for accommodation. The first preference for most people is to get on-campus accommodation. When we first got here, the fee was 616, which covers for the water you're going to use, the electricity, the bed, the food that you're going to get at the DAX, which is of course dining hall, whatever. Basically that's it. But right now it's around 720, which is a lot for me to check out at once. But for those who can afford, I do recommend that you come to campus. Although the food can be horrible, there are so many advantages of being on campus. You don't become late for lectures. You get to participate in things that other people who are off campus cannot do because of time constraints, which includes clubs, going to the gym, having access to the grounds to play sports whenever you feel like at night, and also having a lot more time to connect with other people around campus, to create connections, which is something that you can also do off campus, but it's much more better when you're on campus, also when you're doing study groups. So if you can afford that, I do highly recommend you apply for on-campus accommodation. Now, while we're still on on-campus accommodation, one thing you must note is that also there is interarrears, meaning that from 1 o'clock you can go to the boys' hostels if you're a girl, vice versa, and you can hold study groups if you do want. And also you must note that the curfew then is 10 p.m. and you have to be out of there. There are also repercussions if you do not follow the regulations that you're given by the janitor. That includes maybe kubushisa. Kubushisa is essentially renting out your room for people to have You understand? And also, you cannot have people over to come and sleep with you, even kusquatisa. Squatisa is a real thing, it's there, but she tended, so yabo. Just I can't tell you to do it, but I'm just saying, pretty be careful, because there are so many repercussions that can arise from that. You can be temporarily suspended or blacklisted from ever applying for accommodation ever again, which could be a disadvantage for you if you are there in a part final and you want accommodation, which is really essential for you during that time. You understand? So that's something that you have to look out for. Just saying. Also, if you are living with a disability, whether you're blind, deaf, handicapped, the University of Zimbabwe accommodates everyone, and it makes it so much easier for you because you already have accommodation that is set apart for you, and you can have helpers who aid you in the mobility or the mobilization of your whole school journey. They'll escort you to DAX, which is where you get your meals if you have accommodation, and it also becomes beneficial for their helpers because essentially they are going to get accommodation as well for free. You understand? So if you have a child who is living with a disability, they can also come to the University of Zimbabwe. The library also caters for them. There are specified technologies and also softwares that enable them to learn and understand better, because they have different needs from people who are wholly able. Okay, so yeah. Also, for you to get access for this off-campus houses, you can use accommodation agents, which is something that is, I don't know, tiring, but it makes your process easier than to look for a house yourself. The trusted ones are Uzoka agents. There's Uzoka with Chichi, and also Tatland accommodation services. I've once used Tatland, but I feel like the prices are just a little bit too high considering that you are a university students. The accommodation agent fees range from exactly $25, and they've already, like, they've been constant, they've never changed, but still it's a lot of money. Ooh. At university, you might be here to learn, but also it's a holistic experience. You have to make social connections, you have to make friends, but in making friends, usually choose the people that align with your values. If you're a person who just is chilled, vibes, you know, go for those kind of people. But it doesn't necessarily mean, Kuti, if you meet someone who's fun and is outgoing and like all up in your face and you really like them, could also engage an hour. But it usually helps you could also lose some values, because guys, campus is a jungle. It is a jungle, but nonetheless, make friends and also make connections within every department if you can. Currently, I have friends who are doctors, I have friends who are accountants, I have friends who are, you know, computer specialists. I've made so many friends. And also in the social aspect of things, which we're going to be looking at next, is going to help you to get those connections that when you do get out of university, it becomes beneficial for you. No man is an island, guys. No man is an island. So we have clubs at the University of Zimbabwe that include Leo, Inactus Club, Mood Court, Young Life. I can go on and on. The list is endless. And of course, the one, the only Rotaract Club. Can you see it? Can you see it? I love I just love this club. Most of them, they are for your own good. They focus on philanthropic work, building your confidence, making social connections, and also just, you know, molding you into a whole person. You get. And I do recommend that if you want to come to the best club, come to Attract. Come to Attract. It's so much fun, and we do a lot of cool stuff, and there are a lot of cool people like me and so many more. But you can join that because it's gonna help you connect with people from different departments and so on. So yeah, clubs, join. While we are on that aspect, we also have to remember kuti vamwe munongouya kuuniversity because munenge mune shwiro yokuita ma relationship you get, especially if you are girls, because I'm a girl, and some of these things you'll be thinking, oh, I'm gonna fall in love. Guys, university, you can fall in love, but it's not the place to find love, because kuna semester marriage. It's just I'm talking to the people who are not so carefree, those who are principled. My semester marriage are gonna ruin you. You're gonna be used. Someone is gonna use you and spit you out, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl. If you're a guy, Maria Koichango Perera Mahara. If you're a girl, yes, you're gonna be used for your body, and then what next? You're moving on to the next person. Girl, like, have some value. Have some value, okay? But yeah, man, my blessa futariko, they do transactional relationships. You can't necessarily judge sometimes because you don't know whatever situation that has pushed them into that. However, man, these people don't care about you. I know a lot of people, I know so that they don't have to get out of university because they are now accustomed to this high life which they do not get back at home. But honestly, it's not worth it, because the main agenda is to come here and get your degree and also make a better life for yourself, you understand? So you can't let someone who's already established to ruin whatever you're trying to build, because that's the main point. They're gonna ruin you, and then what? But for those who can have healthy relationships, all the best. Be loving, be compassionate, be open to heartbreaks, be open to learning, be open to finding out more about yourself, but in the most healthy way possible. Okay? Yes. Winter time, yashika, ikapera up in the summertime. Pressure teacher tell me so much war. Digital dance around together in the sunny weather. Guys, the social life of Use It, when it comes to clubs and shows, if you like clubs and shows, I went to one. In fact, no, I went to two. The other one was a gospel concert when Spirit of Praise came over, and then the other one was Girl Fests. Guys, Musa should deprive you of joy. I personally don't go to nightclubs because that's not my scene. But if you do manage to go to a club, be safe. So we pay advice on that because I'm not well versed with that. But my shows, you can go with your friends. Banana Dukensley, Banana Girl Fest for girls who feel comfortable being around other women. But also I have an English kunana Freeman HKD Fest, an English kunana 263 Culture Fest, an English Bright Fest. Like yendai, have fun, like make memories, but in a very responsible way. Don't abuse drugs, don't abuse alcohol. Like, don't drink as if you do not have it tomorrow, because varipo vamwe vanenge vaongozikana kuti ava ndeve department beer and unozongorwina life yako, and it's not worth it, guys. It's not. You're gonna drink as much as you want after graduation. Guys, Cherokee University, we're gonna get to say, don't forget about your spiritual life. And the most amazing thing about being here at Choose It is that Tune Chapel, for those who want to connect with God on a deeper level, grow their spiritual life. And chapel, you can access it at any time of the day. You can go as long as the main buildings are still around you. You can go and pray there, or you just pray per chapel area, per my grounds. We have so many churches here, so don't worry with chifunga with how am I going to do it. As much as maybe which is church whatever, but you can be conveniently saving money nekuenda ku chapel, because kune Spirit Embassy, there's AFM on campus, Zayoja on campus, Apostolic Faith Church, which is popularly known as Mugodi, and also Panema Kwamwasha. They have their own community, although abasati baba registered Kutiwave Papa Chapel to use the main chapel. There are so many churches that you can choose from, which I'm also going to list down. So vanongavana mate, and don't use it as an excuse kuja kuna church, because my church aripo musanyepere vabereki tokuzivaikaini. Yeah. And when it comes to the traveling to and from campus, Kanauchi gara maybe around the city, and you don't see the need for you to come and be nearby per campus, my boarding house. So you can use the transportation, but I definitely recommend Kuti Moshandis are the ones that are registered, where you find them at the bus terminus, because anengane mastika, and you can also hold them accountable if anything goes missing. You can look for that combi, and if they're not giving you the service that they're supposed to give you in the right way, then you can also report them to the SG and transportation. Right now on the Sly, right, the SG, she's the one for transport. So if they charge you extra, also you can report that, and it can be fixed, because this is an institution that cares about the welfare of students. So yeah. And also on the transportation part, for those who live on campus, you can also use my bus Anengachi Shandiswa to go to the CBD. And if you're a medicine student, and also, yeah man, you can access it. It's very convenient. You don't have to pay as long as you're a student and wakabadala fees. So that's also a tip most people don't know about. Just saying. I'm going to use it kunona kids, guys. I don't know how far true that is. But yeah, maybe. Tambangu kunona kids. Also, you can listen to our campus radio station, which is Pachikomo 98.6. And yeah, man, if you want to also participate, there are always auditions that are being held from time to time, and you can find yourself harnessing the craft in you to become a news anchor, a presenter, a disc jockey, you name it. It's convenient, guys. It's exciting. So you can also tune in to Pachikomo FM or be part of the family if you do want. Like any institution of our society, we do know Kutipanima politics. And University of Zimbabwe is no exception, because from time to time, like most universities in the world, we have our SRC elections, and anyone can participate for those. We have the president of the SRC, the vice president, what else do we have? We have the SGs, and we also have the faculty representatives who communicate whatever issues that you have with the administration of the school. They are your first-hand guys, because they are also students that you can vote for, and they represent you which is super good. And yeah, man, you can participate in that because there are also benefits. You get accommodation, and while on benefits, if you're also part of pachikomo, you can get accommodation. For those who might be having trouble paying for their education fees, you are eligible to apply for the work-study program, which pays a certain amount of your fees, if not all, and you get to work part-time while you're studying. How great is that? It's convenience at your hands. So the benefit is that you get to work and learn at the same time, and your fees gets paid, and you also get on-campus accommodation. How cool is that? But yeah, man. Okay guys, that's all I had for today. Hopefully wherever you are doing great, and maybe you'll be enrolled into the University of Zimbabwe. From me, Michelle Mariam Singani. Till next time, bye. Continuation. Imagine. And it's for marks consistent. No, that's a lot of money. Ooh. It's the place to be. It's exciting. It's riveting. It's fabulous. Nonetheless, it's what you should expect at the University of Zimbabwe from academics.